This hard work gon' pay off. Myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills. So on fourth down, the Steelers going to bring in Braden Mann to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They go play action now. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, It certainly took too long to set up play action. That gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense.
And a loose football. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself, but it was 4th down, and the possession changes. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. His throw incomplete. The Steelers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A game there of 30 big ones.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They'll get 34 yards there.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Trying to find Calvin Austin, but it's going to be 2nd down. look at this Baltimore defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16.
If you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Opted to run for it, the decision, and Goodwin picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. Roquan Smith, the All-Pro, the former Bear, is there to make the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Back to throw. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still 2nd quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Olszewski now to return. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Completes it to Austin. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Pickett. That's caught. It's Austin left side. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Extra point now by Boswell. And it is now 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now Jackson on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Oh, the return is Olszewski. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
2nd down. Here's Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. A throw left side, caught by the tight end flyer move. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. Pickett now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Pickett looking to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon in charge.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that, oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Inside the 20. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 75 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Olszewski now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Pickett back to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And maybe some indecision on what to do, and they're going to get a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his pass incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action with Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one. And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there. But obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Pickett. Got an open man. It's Pickens. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, that doesn't have quite the flair of some of Pickens' catches from his rookie year, but it still moves the chains. He quickly built up a rep for making highlight grabs, maybe the catch of the year in Week 3 versus the Browns. He also had 800 yards, and he looked like an absolute playmaker for the Steelers.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what, and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
From the 29, here's second and a couple. Here's Jackson. Screen play, setting it up for Mitchell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Olszewski now from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Gunnar Olszewski. One man to beat. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure they thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
On second down, this is Harris. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Pickett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you didn't mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Looking to throw, Pickett. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. And Freiermuth with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, and who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we'll talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Open man is Flowers. He's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers from 19 yards away. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Olszewski going to hold on. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some...
To the left side and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. It's caught. Mitchell. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, touchdown!
Zay Flowers with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker now to add the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Olszewski now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Pickett will look to throw it here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
The Steelers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 33 yards that time. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. David Ojabo running in to take him down. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it?
And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing